Tantric Sex Roadmap to Limitless Pleasure. Transform your sex life, learning the art of tantric sex to last longer, much longer. Have intense tantric orgasms and drive your partner insane in bed. Written by Camelia Warner. Narrated by Chelsea Vega. Credits narrated by Nebrada.
Introduction. Every sexually active adult has experienced sexual pleasure. But why do so many of us settle for such a one-dimensional experience? The physical aspect of sex may be the easiest to satisfy, but it's certainly not the most enriching, and many would argue that it's not even the most pleasurable. When sexual intercourse is purely physical, there's a higher chance of it being a lackluster experience that leaves both parties feeling disappointed. A typical thought might be, I thought we had something, but I just didn't feel a spark when we slept together. You may even feel that the act was rushed or that the pleasure was too fleeting. Or perhaps the sense that even though it felt good, it just didn't feel complete, like something was missing. When tantric practices are brought into the mix, it changes the way we view ourselves, our bodies, and the people we encounter. It brings more layers to every experience, igniting a sense of pleasure that's far more rich and exciting. One of Tantra's core teachings touts the interconnectedness of all beings, and this positively shifts the way we approach sexual acts. No longer are we just engaged on a physical level, but also on an emotional and spiritual level. Sex evolves from instant and temporary gratification into a deeply pleasurable experience that leaves you feeling euphoric, ecstatic, and whole for longer periods of time. To all those who have worked with me, I am widely considered a master of Tantra. As you've probably guessed, my area of specialty is in tantric sex, particularly in helping others awaken dormant sexual energies with Tantra as a guiding force. For over a decade, I've approached life from a tantric perspective, and I've personally experienced many of its soul-enriching benefits. I've worked with advanced students of Tantra, as well as complete beginners, tailoring my hard-earned knowledge to all types of capabilities, personalities, and relationships. I've seen firsthand that Tantra can positively impact absolutely anyone. All that's required is an open mind, the desire to expand oneself, and of course, some level of commitment. With my help, you'll come to a full understanding of the lessons of Tantra. You'll learn the basic philosophies and pick up all the foundational tools you need to ease into a more self-aware mindset that's deeply attuned to the powers of sex and sensuality. You'll become adept at turning dull or lackluster sexual encounters into unforgettable nights of total ecstasy. And better yet, you'll know how to do this with anyone, from that gorgeous person at the bar to your long-term spouse. You and your sexual partner will break free of the need to simply get off and obtain something much deeper, more fulfilling. Satisfaction that fills you up completely and isn't gone by morning. To this day, people I've coached continue to thank me for enriching their sex lives and helping them open the door to new realms of pleasure. Even former skeptics have conceded to the fact my teachings have profoundly transformed their relationship with pleasure and self-pleasure. With my techniques under their belt, sex has become an expanded experience. And the best part? It's no longer something they have to try to do. Great sex just comes naturally with a willing partner because the powerful foundations have already been set in stone. One of my students described their introduction to Tantra as like realizing there'd been an open door all along after trying and failing to break down a wall. You know this wall too, don't you? With my help, you'll find your way beyond this seemingly impenetrable wall. Sex will no longer feel meaningless, empty, and only temporarily satisfying. No longer will you lay in a defeated silence after sex, feeling disappointed and wondering why. You'll make real connections with the people you sleep with, and when you roll out of bed after the fact, it'll feel like your spirit is on fire with the power of Tantra. The only regret my students have is that they didn't seek out Tantra earlier in their lives. They lament missed opportunities at incredible sexual connections, and they wonder how the rest of their life would be different if
Sample complete. Ready to continue?